Danganronpa Antebellum lockdown. Last time, we talked with Fu. We did that whole thing. Like, we looked over him, watched him. Taco, Lyra, and Maiko were all, voted corrupt. So, yeah. And Lyra and Zeke are pretending to be fucking. They're not actually fucking. But they're pretending to get sympathy with the audience. Anyways, let's continue. I don't know why it's a performance. Shinku is better than me. Okay. I found myself sleeping in a little due to the late night I had Friday. Watching over Foom, and I hadn't gotten to bed until a little later than I typically would. I was woken up by a strange knocking on my door. I wondered who it could be at this time of day. I approached the door to see someone I didn't expect. Who's there? Good morning, Shinky-kun. Taka? What are you doing here? Ta-da! I brought you some Taka treats! Taka held out a tray of various breakfast foods out to me. All cut into shoddy star and fish shapes to try to make it look more nice. It had honestly made it look more ugly, but I wasn't going to tell him that. Thanks! For what? For looking after Wayne last night. I've been making sure people doing the night shifts get properly compensated afterwards. Excuse me. I hope this is enough. I just sort of have my breakfast tray and make it look fancy. It's really nice. Are you going to be alright after only having half your breakfast? More than okay. I'll just ask Glory for a big lunch. If there's anything else I can get to you, let me know. Oh, tell me when you're done, so I can wash it all up for you. Thanks. This is weirdly nice of you. Have you been doing this for everyone? Of course, why wouldn't I? In a sense, now we're all working to keep food locked up. We're all each other's workers now. And I want to make sure I take care of my workers this time. However I can. What I was doing before really wasn't great, was it? I can tell myself all I like that it's just how the industry works, but it really isn't how the industry should work. I heard a lot of people trying to do what I thought I had to. The audience may not believe I'm worthy, but I don't care anymore. I'll show the world, I'll show the whole world what Taka Hero can do better. That Taka Hero can do better. I don't think it matters how much effort you put in. I think they're already set on their opinions here. They can think what they'd like. I'm not all that bothered about appealing to them anymore. Huh? What? But you... I don't know. I've been thinking since that trial. I honestly thought everyone here hated me to bits. Most of them probably still do. I thought I had no one, so I turned to the audience, who hoped at least they could give me validation, attention, or at least care about me, even if it was just them investing in seeing when I would die. It seemed Suki saved me, even if they weren't too keen on me at that moment. It reminded me that I don't need the audience to care. I was so preoccupied thinking about the audience, I forgot I did have people in my life who did care about me. Care that I actually physically see. And it wasn't just Asuka. Laura has been kind to me, looking out for me. Even you in a sense, Shinku. Thinking about it, I've made up my mind. I want to do better, not for the audience, but for the people in my life that don't care about me. That's really nice to hear, honestly. I'm not going to... What is it talking about? I'm not going to go all I'm not going to all change all at once. I still want to try. I want to prove I can do better. And that starts with little things like this. I want to prove I'm serious about this. You know how it is. No pics didn't happen. So eat up, Shinky. Anything else I can do for you? Just keep that moving. this will be good for you. People won't all forgive you at once, but if you keep being more considerate, maybe more people will come around to you. So you just started talking to me again. I think we're going to be taking care of those frogs together. I don't know why, but since yesterday I've been all smiley. It's really fired me up, made me want to do double the help. I'm on top of the world right now. So what do you need? Laundry, a foot rub, a cool little dance, your room cleaned, a personal assistance. Between my shifts I could follow you around and give you advice like a little homunculus on your shoulder. Okay, let's just slow down a bit. Sorry, I'm just buzzing right now. It's like I've just hit the bonus round of life. It's only up from here. Hold on. I'm very hot. Take off my jacket. It's just sort of a shame that no matter what I do, I'll still get the shocks. It really limits what I can do. Yeah, at least Dr. Elenius is always willing to help you circumvent them. I suppose so. Anyway, I'll leave you to eat. Let me know when you're done. No worries. I'll wash it up myself. I smiled as I watched Taka practically skip down the halls, yet seemed to be slowly getting his energy back since the last trial. I ate the breakfast. It could have been better, but it definitely could have been worse as well. When I was done, I moved into the hallway, intending on taking the tray to the canteen to wash it up. Taka is so kind. Taka, my goat. But I paused, seeing a certain door in the hallway that had recently been unlocked. If Taka was able to prove he could change, if he could do better, summoning my confidence, I stepped into the office. Who said I couldn't take a stance? Warden, I have a question. What? What is it? Couldn't you just ask Mononeko? If the audience votes someone as corrupt, if they prove themselves as being able to redeem themselves despite that, will you revoke all the restrictions of being corrupt? What? I presented the warden with the empty tray. Taka has apparently been trying his best to take care of everyone, even those who watch over food. Helping Dr. Elenius, he's trying to make amends for his crime. If he keeps this up, what would be the point of continuing to punish him like he's corrupt? Are you serious? Yeah, I didn't think he'd ever change, but it seems like he's really started to try. He took the food that another prisoner prepared for him and gave it to you. There's hardly any work on his part. How the hell is that changing? You can't deny that he's putting in the bare minimum because he got stabbed and doesn't want to die. That's all there is to it. He physically cannot put in any more than the bare minimum, lest you shock him. He is physically incapable of doing anything more than the bare minimum because of you. He'll always be a terrible person, no matter what he does. It won't undo or change the fact that he's harmed people. Audience judgments are final. If they don't think you can change, if they want to punish you, that's the end of it. I wouldn't overrule a verdict and name a worthy prisoner as corrupt just because they're not acting perfectly. If I did that, the votes would lose all value. But the votes aren't fair. They're not rational. Well, if you don't want to believe them, you don't have to. You can be as delusional as you want to out there. Just don't bring you being guilt-tripped and manipulated by the corrupt prisoners into my office and make it my problem. I just thought... You don't have any power here. Accept it. Don't you have better things to do than bother me? You're quite frankly the last prisoner I'd want to see. What do you have against me anyway? Don't act like you don't know. Now, do you mind getting out of my office? Go run along and talk to someone for once, or something. I don't know. Just don't come in here again and treat my office like the feedback and suggestions room. It's not. Alright, I get it. I'm leaving. I let out a sigh and left the office, moving into the canteen to clean my breakfast tray. I pondered what I should spend the morning doing. Mike was busy on watch duty today, so I didn't have to worry about her. Before I knew it, my legs practically started moving on their own. It had practically become routine to spend my mornings where they were taking me. I found myself once again at the yard. It had become something of a habit since the last trial. The bodies had been buried here, so we thought we'd erect small graves to them. That was a heavy day. Some shallow words were exchanged about how at least now the body would help the plants grow here. But we all knew that didn't matter. Plants would have grown regardless. I guess watering the seeds of our grief with sweet honey made it easier to stomach. Stunted their growth. Flowers had already been placed on Mint's grave before I got there. Recently uprooted pink blossoms, their roots still desperately clutching to the dirt which they once belonged to. I kneeled down quietly and added my own small, blue forget-me-nots. Mint, I'm so sorry. What did I even have to apologize for? I wasn't sure. I just felt the need to. That's a lie. I knew deep down what I was apologizing for as I turned away from his grave after a moment of thought. Instead of moving to the less well-maintained grave slightly off to the side, Mint's loss had been felt throughout the prison. As the courtyard became more overgrown and wild, his absence became more notable. No one could deny something big was taken from us. And yet, once more, I knelt down and placed flowers on Chapul's grave regardless. I had no words as I just sat there by the grave, a lingering guilt swelling in my chest. If I just hadn't stepped outside, he would never had the opportunity to slip the poison in the mask. Someone else would have done something, sure. Someone would still be dead, but Mint would still be here. He'd still be here. If I just kept a closer eye on Dracul, he was so clingy to me. I could have saved him from his own cowardice. Who am I kidding? What could I have done? I was the one who chose to kill in the first place. He'd have done it eventually if I hadn't stepped out. It was all his choice, so why? Am I so stuck on the what-ifs? Why did I miss him so much? I know I couldn't stay here forever thinking. Getting too in my head wouldn't be good. Regardless, the longer I spent here, the stronger the feeling of guilt would be. I paused before leaving, walking over to the pond, looking to my reflection for reassurance.
What am I even doing here?
I asked myself, looking into my own eyes as if I was searching for some sort of reasoning behind them that wasn't inherently selfish.
This is pathetic. I shouldn't be mourning someone who's killed this much. I only knew him for a month. This is just disrespecting Mint's memory. Coming up with excuses, what-ifs. All just to lick my own wounds. I'm making it all about me again, aren't I?
Hi there.
Is that so surprising?
This again? I flicked around to face the figure, but
She's not...
she'd completely disappeared. She wasn't behind me. Where did she go?
Over here!
I flicked around to where that playful, teasing voice was coming from. Hi. Only to see her standing on top of the water. How was that even possible?
It's you! Why do you keep doing this? Who are you?
The figure just stood there and smiled at me, letting out a small giggle.
No. What are you?
It tilted its head for a second before turning around.
Wait! Don't! Come back!
Catch me if you can!
The figure hopped a few floaty steps in the pond before sinking into it, leaving a trail of ripples. And perhaps, without thinking, I dove in after them. finding myself sinking deeper and deeper into their inky black world once more. I just have to catch up with them, and fast. I actually have to use... Oh, hi there. I approached and saw her sitting on the tree, playfully swinging her legs. As soon as I approached, I became surrounded by similar looking figures.
Oh! You made it!
What do you want from me?
Me? What do I want? I don't know. You're the one who keeps clinging to me. What do you want?
I want to be left alone, please.
I thought the crowd erupted into a cacophony of giggles.
What's so funny?
So, you want to forget this all? Forget what happened? Forget what you did?
I do, yes.
I see. Well, to fully forget a memory, you have to remember it first, don't you?
That doesn't make sense.
You can't exactly forget something you can't remember in the first place. So, how about we play a game? If you're able to fully remember me, as I properly am, not in this little idealized form you've made, and accept what you've done, I'll completely disappear. I'll let you get on with your life.
How do I remember you?
I'm not sure that's quite how that works, but okay.
Well, a memory has 3 things. A body, to move and act as they please. Eyes, to form their own perspective, independent of yours. And a voice, to say what it thinks.
I see. And how do I get these things?
Well, how about we say our first little encounter counted towards you remembering my body? You certainly looked at it, hanging there, for a long time. What a freak.
Dad, did you kill yourself? Because of me? Is that what happened?
For the others, let's have a little more fun. To get my eyes, let's put yours to the test. Just like old times. Let's play hide and seek. The rules are simple. Find what you seek, and I'll give you those eyes that'll help you find the truth.
I don't suppose I have a choice, but...
Right, okay.
Great! Just close your eyes and count to 10.
I close my eyes, an uneasy feeling in my chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I opened them and...
Huh? This is... my childhood home. I should start looking.
All of my mom's articles neatly archived in colored folders. She has a specific folder for articles she didn't write, which she saved. Those articles tended to be reviews of my work. Cupboards filled with extra sheets and towels, various cleaning supplies as well. I never really looked in here that much. I didn't realize how neatly they were organized. A new fancy washing machine. We had our last one for years. It eventually broke when a car decided to put all of her clothes in it at once. The house properly flooded. My mom was really mad. Oh well. At least we got a new washing machine out of it. I wish a car had taken it as a lesson to be more careful in the future. Laundry supplies and powders, all labeled with clear instructions on how much to put in for what kind of wash. It always seems a little strange to me that my parents did that. They never asked us to do our own laundry, so I didn't know why the instructions were there. All of our shoes and coats are neatly stored in the closet. Akari's shoes are all beat up. She got through them so quickly. It's a wonder she wore them until they were this worn down. Mom would always buy me new shoes when I needed them. I don't know why she didn't just ask. I guess she was just stubborn. It's filled with a lot of lint, but not much else though. Fresh lavender from the community gardens. My dad always liked to make sure common plants were all around the house. He liked the idea of us sitting down and eating as a family. But me and my mom were often too busy working more for sit-down meals. Akari tended to be out of the house too. A lot of old plants have been discarded into the kitchen bin. The fruit bowl is topped up to the brim as per usual. When my mom had a stressful deadline coming up, my dad would always spend a lot of time at the community garden. It was really considerate of him. He'd always come back with fresh fruits to help my mom. Mom, I forgot that the person who made this fan is British. It's really funny. Calm down and stay healthy. Now what I'm going to do is... The pantry was always stocked up with ingredients. My parents wanted to make sure we always had something to cook. Very few snacks though. My parents figured that if you weren't hungry enough to make something scratch, then you weren't really hungry in the first place, just bored. I don't think that's how that works, but okay. My dad always made sure the fridge was fully stocked up. He wanted to make sure that no matter what, we had something to eat. Half chopped up vegetables. It seems he was making spinach. Ohitashi. That was always one of my favorites. Akari didn't like it though. Not that it matters. She was usually out of the house for dinner. The sink had been scrubbed to perfection. The kitchen was my dad's domain. He learned to cook in order to save money when we were poor. He'd always make sure I was eating well. He was very worried about my health. A freshly boiled pot of Earl Grey tea. My mom didn't do much of the cooking, but she'd always make sure there was tea ready for me in the kitchen whenever I wanted it, especially on busy days. Why'd you spell mom the American way, huh? Embraced being British. The phone is disconnected. Sometimes my mom would do that when Akari was acting out and her cell phone had been taken away, but I can't see why she'd do that now. Still, even if it was connected, I don't know who I'd call. Ichi maybe? A calendar currently at May. My mother has all of the publishing events and deadlines written down. She was always very organized. But she's made sure this 22nd is completely free from work for me. She always liked making sure, no matter how famous I got my birthday off. She wanted to make it special. For the most recent releases, my mother would always proofread the finalized version one last time before publication. I think my dad would read them as well. He'd just have a lot less to say about them. I'm just glad he was supportive. This plant was always my dad's pride and joy. He'd had it for years. He kept it in every house we'd been to. Sometimes it felt like he cared about the plants as if they were his kids. It's filled with school reports and academic records. My mother kept all of her records organized and easily accessible. I appreciated it greatly in retrospect. It made writing CVs and applications a lot easier. Although it's a little embarrassing when she has prizes from when I was about 6 for participation in the sports festival here. Various school textbooks, especially helping with maths and kanji. See, another British word, maths. Embrace the Britishness. Akari struggled quite a bit in school. My mom always tried to help her by buying her these textbooks and giving her extra academic support, but she always ignored it. All of the textbooks have hardly been touched. Akari was an incredibly stubborn person. If she couldn't do something right the first time, she saw no point in trying again. I wish she'd been a little more grateful. A photo of me and my mother and my father standing at the gates to Hope's Peak. I'm wearing my uniform. That was when I first got scouted. I remember feeling so nervous, but with how proud and supportive both my parents were of me, that anxiety lessened a little. We didn't have a TV until I was a bit older, so we'd often entertain ourselves with a mixture of imagination and old books. I remembered when we ran out of books that we could understand, we ended up making a massive fort out of all of them. My mom was so mad. I understand now it was because these were the only books she hadn't sold and she didn't want them getting damaged. But at the time it just felt like she was spoiling our fun. I ended up telling Kakari all sorts of my own stories in order to keep her entertained instead. I guess that's how it all started, huh? A bookcase containing new copies of all my releases. My parents wanted to make sure we kept a copy of all of them. When I wanted new ideas, I'd come down here and try to see everything I'd done before and work from there. Plant. By the way, my dad would always use this when we had errands. I'm not really sure how much it helped, but he insisted it was good for us. We couldn't turn him down when he had that smile on his face. A closet filled with lots of practical work clothes my mother owned, and a lot of slightly tacky oversized t-shirts my dad enjoyed wearing. My father enjoyed collecting bugs, especially butterflies. He didn't have much money growing up, so never really had the time or money to spend on his interests or hobbies. I think he tried to rectify that as he got older. He spent a lot of time very fixated on his interests. Sometimes he'd be so engrossed in the community gardens he'd forgot to come home and cook dinner. It was almost endearing. My dad did a lot of journaling. It was very mindful for him. He didn't seem to write all that much, but it made him happy. Picture of my parents. My mom was a journalist, but struggled to make it in the industry until I got a talent. My dad did various labor jobs, but managed to become a full-time house spouse once I got my talent. He spent most of the time after that cooking and taking care of the house and its plants. I'm really glad they're my parents. They're the most supportive people I know. I was very lucky to be born as their child. Shinji, my emotional support plant. My dad would come take me into my dad would take coming into my room to water him as an excuse to check up on me. The plant was kind of annoying and would attract bugs in my room, but I didn't really mind. My dad insisted I kept a personal diary. He said it would be good for me, but most days I just end up forgetting or writing very little since I was so exhausted from work. My trusty personal teapot. My mom and dad would constantly bring tea to my room when I really got into the flow of working. One time Akari and her friends filled it with oil instead. I was so engrossed in the work, I didn't realize until I took my first sip. She always threw me off my work like that. I'd completely lose my focus. I always wanted to read more, but I never really had the time. I'd always ask my parents to get me books I was interested in, and they would, but I only ever ended up reading a chapter or two before I got busy. After a while, I stopped reading entirely. I got scared I'd accidentally somehow steal others' ideas or something. I looked at the diary. The accounts weren't mine. Well, unfinished drafts on the floor. I should really tidy up. Pina makes a splash exclusive breach photo shoot of the former Ultimate Idol. Hey now, don't look at me like that. I bought this magazine for the interview, I swear. Unfinished drafts. A list of deadlines and dates for my publishing agency, alongside an inquiry about my latest projects. They'd made a variety of suggestions. I was always quite bad at following them, but my mother would always do the arguing for me. Various CDs. I always liked collecting them. H.E. worked at a record store briefly and would bring me any CDs he thought would help me write. Usually after about an hour of listening and trying to write, I'd either get completely lost in the music or overstimulated by it and turn it off. When when that one Yui song, Angel Above, came on, I couldn't help but stop everything and sing along to it. How did it go again? And if sometimes you feel for your love, send a little message for her. She'll be there with you with her love, waiting only for you. It's such a classic. Oh. It's still here. Oh. Okay. That's not ominous at all. The bath is fully filled up? That's strange. We considered moving to somewhere with more than one bathroom, mainly because I would spend hours in the bath. I always wondered what she was doing. It's weird to see the sink so clean. It usually would be stained with Akari's hair dye. Around the time she started junior high, she started freaking out that her hair was growing more and more brown as she got older. She kept on bleaching it back to blonde. Then when she got in with that Kogel crowd, it was slowly more and more unnatural highlights. My dad always found it a shame. He thought she'd look much better if she just let it grow out brown, but he just let her do what she wanted. It was her life after all. I remember one time when she was younger, Akari clogged the pipes by trying to flush a load of candy wrappers down the toilet. What? She brought them home and tried to hide them in her room, but was scared of my mom finding the wrappers in the bin and questioning her, so she tried flushing them down the toilet. I think it just ended up making my mom more mad when she eventually found out. The damages were expensive too. Carnations rest on top of the drawer. The drawer itself is locked, only Mom has the key. There's a printer between the books on the shelf. Various ink cartridges are next to it for backup. The printer was only to be used with her permission, although she was never one to say no to me. The shelf was also where she hid small milk candies. It was our little secret. If Akari knew about them, she'd eat them all up. My mom always let me sneak one when I was having a bad day. Various books rented out from the library, typically about subjects my mother was writing articles about. She was very vigorous with her journalism. No stone would be left unturned. My mother was very meticulous with her investigations. She wanted to make sure she could create the best reports possible. Nestled between them are a few books on parenting. Maybe that's her secret behind why she was such a good mother. Letters from Akari's school, probably about her behavior, or maybe her grades. It was always something with Akari. It must have stressed my parents out a lot. My mother's computer. Seems like it won't turn on right now for some reason. There's a sticky note attached to the side of the screen now. Filing cabinet code month, day. Hint child's birthday. I should keep that in mind. Loads of files filled with accounting records and financial documents. My mother always handled my taxes for me. She made it so I only had to focus on writing and nothing else. I'm really grateful she did all that for me. The cabinet is locked by a 4-digit code. I know my mom kept all the important keys in here. If I can get it open, I'd have access to anything locked. Should I try to open it? Not yet. Maybe later. I'd feel bad about invading my mom's personal belongings. It's locked. Maybe I can find a key around here somewhere? I know my mom kept keys somewhere in her office. Akari spent ages in front of this mirror, usually doing her makeup or her hair. She never really had much interest in it. She just dressed up like that to fit in with her friends. At least that's what I always thought, anyway. Small plastic roses on a pretty clustered nightstand. All sorts of knickknacks litter it. She used to have real roses, but they were replaced as she got tired of cleaning up after their constantly falling petals. She said it was a pain. The plastic ones still have thorns on them now. The drawer itself is unlocked and filled with a few Polaroids and clothing items. Not all that much, though. I assume you used to keep more in here before the locks got removed. Well, I can't investigate that. Okay. What was your birthday, Shinku? 22nd of May. 0522. No. 0522. Master key obtained. Already got what I needed. Made me feel bad digging into any more of Mom's stuff. Couldn't even open with the drawers or going on with the key. I opened it with the master key, just to check. Inside were various items where Mom had confiscated away from us. Well, mainly Akari. A vape, her old phone, sweets. If that's what my mom found, I wonder what the stuff she didn't find was like. I unlocked the closet, opening it up. But what was inside made me take a step back. Oh, hi, Mint. Oh God.
Am I what you seek? Shinku? What's wrong? Don't you want to see me again?
No, this isn't...
Ah, I see.
I took a step closer. Its features warping and distorting. Hi, Jekyll.
Perhaps this is it. What's with that look? This is what you want, isn't it?
Easy comforts.
Easy validation. That's what you want back, isn't it? A distraction.
No! I just...
Hi, Ichi.
Or maybe something like this?
Or maybe it doesn't matter.
It's all the same to you in the end, isn't it? As long as someone believes in you, you don't have to doubt yourself.
You don't have to love yourself. They'll do it for you.
You don't have to think.
But you know all this, don't you?
This awful part of you tucked deeply away, so you don't have to face it. But you can't change something you don't recognize.
So don't look away.
Creature got okay, why did it do that? I didn't press anything. Vines. Oh? Eyes obtained. Okay. Oh, where can I take them? I'm not going to. Well, I'm going to save everything to stop the video.
Shinku? Shinku? Shinku!
Hi, Ismini.
Shinku, please!
Huh?
You're awake. Oh, thank goodness.
Ismini pulled me into a tight hug, holding on to me as if her life depended on it.
Please never worry me like that again. I can't lose you too.
What happened? You don't remember? I paused. A sudden cold overcame me. I realized I was soaking wet. You were passed out in the pond. I was so worried you... She took a deep breath, composing herself, wiping her tears away. Sorry. I just got emotional for a second there. It's okay. I'm sorry for worrying you. What happened? I looked over at the pond. It seemed entirely normal. Ismini looked at me with a concerned expression. I see. Well, don't worry at me like that again. I thought I'd lost you. Just like that, and I couldn't do it again. I couldn't lose you too. I was so scared. Just for a moment, I felt so weak. Ismini looked away for a moment before letting out a sigh, stepping back to her usual demeanor. For goodness sake, you really have to be more careful. One of these days you'll give me a heart attack. Sorry. when you didn't show up to the motive announcement, I thought, maybe... And then I found you and... Wait, there's a motive announcement? Yes, Mom and I gathered us in the canteen. We were waiting for you. We should get back before Mononoke does anything drastic. But you're soaking wet. That's fine, I can dry off later. I don't want to be late and get us all punished. Alright, if you insist. But if you get a cold, then don't complain to me. Loading stream. I got getting so bored. We made our way to the canteen together. I didn't know how exactly I was going to explain my clothes being soaked, but right now my current priority was getting to the motive announcement, before others were punished for my absence.
Well, now.
Don't worry, everyone, I found him.
Stinky poo!
Shinku, you're alive! Oh, thank goodness!
Kutsugi.
Ah, Kutsugi, there you are. Phew, we were starting to get worried.
Huh?
Whoa, what happened? Are you okay? You're dripping wet. I'll explain later. Did I miss anything? Not yet. Don't you worry, kid.
Wait!
You could keep us waiting. Do you have any idea how many people show up to watch these big group meetings? You've left them all high and dry waiting forever to see what the new motive will be. I can practically already see the comments about us padding out the runtime by spalling. Sorry. Well, you're here now, so we might as well begin. I braced myself. Last time Mononoke had an announcement like this, it was about the hostages. I don't know what I'd do if we had something like that again. You know, things have gotten a little slow on the stream recently, so I was thinking we could really spice it up. Make some good content, change the formula, you know. See, last time was good, but it was the same damn thing every time. Wake up, discuss, and vote in the canteen. Free time, and sleep. Do you guys not know how to spice it up? Live a little? I personally quite enjoy the structure. Well, to hell with it. I got something that'll disrupt your day whether you like it or not. I thought we could all come together and play a game. Well, that doesn't sound bad, especially not compared to last time. What the fuck? Okay. Why did it shit itself? Yeah, well, there's obviously gonna be some fucked up evil monster, murder twist or whatever, isn't there? Oh, come on, give me some credit. I just want you guys to play a game of truth or dare. Nothing big. So what? We just give each other dares. That's all? I'm not too convinced. Every day from now until a murder occurs, an envelope containing a personalized truth and a personalized dare for you to complete will be delivered to your cell. If you elect to do your dare, which will be sort of a task chosen just for you, then your truth won't come out. But if you fail to do your dare, we'll assume you've chosen truth. And what does choosing truth entail? Well, each truth will be some sort of secret you wish to keep hidden. If you choose truth, then your secret will not only be revealed to everyone within the prison, but also publicly posted on social media or platforms you may have. We'll make sure as many people on the outside are exposed to your secret as possible. That's complete bullshit. You're gonna reveal all of our crimes anyway. Why tank our reputation further? Not to mention, I don't know what you're gonna do for those of us who don't have any accounts on any of that shit. Don't you worry, everyone has some sort of platform you can post your secrets on. Damn it, my Facebook. Oh, and don't forget your WeChat. Real convenient direct lines of communication to Tian and Jaya. On there. I think I said that right. Sure. Think about it. How many fans, friends, family, work associates do you reckon are checking your socials for any updates about your whereabouts right now? Any post from any of your socials at this stage is sure to cause a stir. This is crazy. What do we even have on What do you even have on us aside from our crimes? Oh, a lot! Trust us! But you just have to wait and see what your truths are, This is horrible. Yeah, but it could be a lot worse, you know? Like, if one of the dares makes us do something embarrassing or stupid to someone else, I'm sure we just understand it's for a dare and not hold it against the other person. Right. A lot of this seems set up to stir interpersonal conflict with secrets being revealed and making us do dares. With communication, we can easily get through this. I'm certain of it. Oh, I have to mention! If you tell anyone what any of your dares are, you will be severely punished. Right. Of course. They also told us we could entire votes or avoid voting with the hostages. That turned out to be a lie. So, this time we're not bluffing. Trust us. You're well past the point of no return. And the only way to stop the game is another murder. Yeah. But that's unrealistic. You're bound to run out of dirt on us eventually. Surely. Oh, you'd be surprised. But even so, we'll start with the lighter stuff first. Little embarrassing middle school stories, stupid things you've done. Then we'll ramp it up and escalate the severity of your truths and dares with each new day. Like frogs sitting in slowly boiling water. At least the first few days won't be too bad. Either way, the game won't officially kick off until tomorrow morning when I deliver the first envelopes. So enjoy your peace while it lasts. I've got some bits and bobs to prepare, so if there's no more questions, I'll be heading off. I have something I'd like to ask. Really? Don't you want to get this over with so you can dry off? You look like a sad, wet cat right now. More so than usual. We know Amelia exists now. She's made her presence more than clear. Why isn't she the one giving this announcement? Because she's meant to keep interactions with you to a minimum? Got it? Just because her office is locked now doesn't mean you can just wander into it whenever willy-nilly for a friendly chat. Those are my job, and I'm not gonna let myself be replaced. I'm too iconic! Right. It just seems strange to me they'd waste resources operating Mononego when they could just have Amelia do all these announcements without the extra power expenditure. But I doubted I would get any satisfying answers even if I pressed further. Well, if that's all you had to ask, then I'll be off. Good luck with the game. I can't wait to see what you all pick. The cat scampered through the vents once more, leaving us with the knowledge of the impending motive. We all stood in silence for a moment. It was clear we were all trying to think of some sort of game plan here, but no one was stepping up to voice their thoughts. Until the usual suspect took the prerogative. I suggest you morning graves. Again? Like how we all met here during the hostage motive to vote? Precisely. But we'll only start doing them after the truths come out. We may not be able to just discuss theirs, but I believe the cat expects us to discuss truths after they get revealed. And I'm assuming there will be multiple of us who will elect to not do our theirs if they reach a certain level of severity. It's inevitable, certain truths will come out, and I do not wish for that to divide us. And how the hell are morning debriefs gonna help us here, huh? As far as I'm concerned, it just gets us all rallied in the same place for everyone else to dogpile them for whatever secret comes out. Then we'll be reasonable and try not to let that happen. I want the debriefs to act as a place where we can discuss anything unsavory that might come out about ourselves as a group and clear up misconceptions before they cause conflict. It sounds reasonable in theory, but I'm not entirely sure how effective it'll be in practice. I'm not against it, but I don't think we should assume everyone here is equally open to rational discussion, or able to be reasonable with other people's individual circumstances. And some secrets might just be that bad that they cause conflicts regardless. Yeah, not to mention some of us don't exactly, want to get all talky about that stuff. Well, it's better to have something in place than to let conflict build. I think it's a great idea. It's also a way to do a roundup in the morning to make sure everyone's still A-okay. Yeah, at least it helps with that. It means people aren't just cooped up in their cells all day. Can we make them a little later, though? I'm really struggling to get up early these days. Well, there's no way we're having food at the meetings this time, considering, you know, we still don't know who Suicide Pact Steven is, and I'm not willing to risk it. So there's no reason we have to have it at breakfast time. How about 11 a.m. then? That late enough? I guess. Works for me. Alright, 11 a.m. meetings are... The meetings here starting Thursday when the first set of secrets get revealed. Is that settled? Everyone seemed to agree to that. I wasn't sure how much the meetings were going to help, but at least we'd have something in place. Now that's sorted, is everything okay, Shinko? Where were you? I found him in the pool in the courtyard. I thought he'd drowned. What? Were you attacked? No, nothing like that. Then, what was it? That's so strange. I wasn't quite sure how to explain it. I didn't want to come off as suspicious, but I didn't want to worry anyone by disclosing the truth. I still wasn't entirely sure what that was all about. Well, I'm not entirely sure. Heh, his dumbass probably just fell in the pond and didn't know how to swim. Hey, come on. There's no need to be ashamed, Shinku. I never learned how to swim either. I think I just fainted while I was walking on the bridge and fell into the water. It's good Ismini found me when she did. Right. If you're having fainting spells, Kutsuge, we could always try to find you some iron tablets. No, don't worry. It's quite alright. I'll be okay. Okay, just be safe, alright? I don't want anything bad happening to you. Maybe take it easy for the rest of today? Yeah, I think I'm just going to dry off and lay down for a bit. I don't want to get sick or anything. Take it easy, kid. And if you do fall ill, I've got some old Wang family recipes that might be able to help you. If, you know, they let me out of my cell to make them. Right, we need to get you back in there. Come on, Wang. Once again, kid, you can call me. I'm not calling you Uncle. I followed after Takiko and Fu as they left, returning to my own cell to put on some fresh clothes. I hope Zeke's stairs is to make... fucking hell. Make out with someone, I think. Probably Shinku. I spent a while resting, bracing myself for how busy tomorrow would be. But after a while, I felt myself becoming restless and wanting something to do. Maybe I should have a look around and see if there's anyone to talk to or anyone who needs a favor of me. I just knew I needed to do something to get my mind off of tomorrow. Free time! And we will do our little free time next time. This has been about an hour, and we can't save after the free time. It's free time. About an hour of plot before I can save. Which, I don't mind, I just wish I could save more often. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!